have to be completely boiled into non-flavor.
It's true.
They just often are.
Okay, so it's apparently not working, but I think we might now be doing it.
Okay.
Possibly.
We might. Kathy has just changed the setting.
Setting
Testing.
Exciting.
Uh,
So somebody can tell us as soon as it catches up. This is where we discover exactly how long the lag is.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Kathy, I think the YouTube is working, but it does seem to have possibly it's working twice. There might be a weird reverb.
Okay, also possible. Let me try this then. Okay, some of you have lots of reverb. Okay, this may have fixed it. Because I think the first thing I fixed was the first thing that I'm not supposed to fix. And the second thing was the first thing.
That's very timey-wimey.
Yes. Okay. But there are
The
voices.
voices are heard. That's good. Yep. I will say I have my Verity podcast mug in Kat's honor. And I'm wearing a Agents of Smooch t-shirt in Annette's honor.
Nice.
I'm
Aw.
sorry I don't have anything for Kathy, Tony, or Monty, but send me some merch. I'll wear it.
Listen, I'll get it for you in July when we see you.
Erica, I don't see anything in my recording setup that is adding processing. It all
Okay.
seems to be turned off.
And your microphone doesn't have the ability to do that internally somehow that you know of?
That I know of, it 100% does not.
Okay.
In reality,
Apparently the reverb is gone.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Yay.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
All right.
I
Thank you,
think-
chat, for sorry
Yay.
to people who listened to a couple minutes of first. Well, I guess I
Whatever.
hope you enjoyed
It's what they
several
pay
minutes
for.
of silence, and then
We
yeah,
talked
like a
about
minute
so many
of-
salacious things.
really didn't, and then a minute of possibly hearing us all twice, and now us at a normal.
That was to make up for the time when they couldn't hear. any
Yes.
of us.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha. Uh-huh.
over promise, under deliver.
Yeah,
There we
Erica
go.
adheres to the true neutral version of podcasting.
Yep.
Yeah. We are going to start our adventure very shortly. We are, and when I say start, I mean we are starting a brand new adventure, as we sometimes do. Important or business. Erica, your character has a dog now.
Yes.
Does that dog have a name?
It does.
Do you want me to put that name on the token?
Maybe you can do that later. I will see, Tony. You have already been told about the name of this dog, and I'm heartbroken that you've forgotten it. I will tell you again once we've started recording, because I don't want the listeners to miss out.
Okay.
Well,
It's
to
some
be fair,
Doctor
we
Who-
are
Doctor
recording,
Who
but
thing,
not
right?
for the real show.
Yeah.
This is the fake show part.
Yeah.
All right. Now that we have our technology working, I think our players are roughly the same level. No thanks to me.
Oh wait, did you want me to level up to 9 super quick? Because I will.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
Do it. Yeah.
Do it.
Nothing to see here. Yeah, I think anything else we need to figure out before we jump into the world of Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons.
This is where I discovered I hadn't actually opened my character sheet on. I have the printed version because I'm a nerd, but
Just to double
so.
check things, everyone is recording their things. Kathy is streaming stuff, and we know that that's
Yes.
working. The Zoom is also recording locally to me.
I got some dice just now.
Yes.
Monty just
So did I.
discovered the world
So
of
did I.
dice. I am holding a book with the adventure in it. Does anyone else have any facts they'd like to share?
Um,
I
give me a
taught my
second.
family about dice jail this weekend.
Ooh.
Oh, good. That's
We're
important
playing-
for all families to learn.
It sounds kind of like we had a stern discussion about the realities. of dice
Well, we
jail.
were playing this game. I don't really get it, but we rolled dice and then took turns, and then sometimes the dice would not roll well. So I'm like, no, those go in jail, and we get a new
That's
set
good.
of dice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let us jump into Dungeons and Dragons, because it's 18 minutes after we're supposed to start, and
Everything's fine.
And the Midwesterner in me feels intensely guilty about that. Yeah. Welcome back to Total Party Kill. It's me, Tony Sindelar. I'll be your dungeon master this evening. I use he, him pronouns. And today we are starting up one of our new adventures. We are starting up Keys from the Golden Vault, specifically Keys from the Golden Vault hyphen Heart of Ashes. An adventure for 8th level characters, or level 9 if you're me.
And
Allow me
us
to
too.
Yeah, and you.
Just
I guess
yeah.
I'm not level 8.
Yeah.
You all have level 8 characters. Or 9. I
9.
just did it again. Could be real good at numbers today. Let me introduce our players. They will introduce their characters, and then we will jump into things. First up, it's Kathy Campbell. Welcome back, Kathy.
Hello, Tony. I am here and ready to play Tinker Bell, who is a fairy druid, level 9. And we both use she, her pronouns.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Monty Ashley is next.
Hello, Tony. I'm Monty Ashley. I'm playing Krong, the bugbear rogue. Both of us use he, him pronouns, except when Krong is looking like something that uses other pronouns.
Thank you, Monty. Also joining us, it's Annette Weerstra.
Hello, I am playing J. Raff, who is an Aasimar paladin, and we both use she, her pronouns.
Continuing our Edmonton contingent, it's Erica Ensign.
Hello, hello. Yes, Erica Ensign, she, her, playing Levithia du Isigri, also she, her. Levithia is a human ranger with a single level of rogue. Levithia hasn't been around for a while. Last you saw her, she was escaping with a couple of these folks from Revel's End prison on a dog sled, and in the course of doing that, befriended a dog. So now Levithia has a sled dog for an animal companion. And this sled dog, his name is Boney Brindelarnt. Boney
Did I know that?
Yes, you did.
Wow. You know how
I'm sure you blocked it out.
Yeah, you know how sometimes your brain protects you from things that you don't want to know?
Uh-huh.
This is one of those. And continuing our Edmonton contingent, this podcast officially a product of Edmonton by export, I think, but once you have 50%. Please welcome to the podcast, Kat Griffiths. Kat, I think that's the first time I've said your last name out loud. Did I say it correctly?
You did. You did very
Okay.
well. You did
Let me say it one more time as an actual introduction. Welcome, Kat Griffiths.
Thank you. Kat Griffiths here playing Cherish, who is a tiefling paladin with a little bit of roguish backstory. And both of us use they, them.
Welcome all. So this is one of our Keys from the Golden Vault adventures in which all of our characters are operatives of the Golden Vault, a shadowy organization that looks to right wrongs and maintain order in the world. Often their team operates out of the small city of Varkenbluff, but their adventures take them far up and down the Sword Coast. And today's adventure is one such of those. We start our adventure. You're in a carriage driven by one of the faceless, nameless operatives of the Golden Vault. He has a name and face, but you'll never see or hear it.
I was going to say, it doesn't sound safe to be driving without a face. That's where your eyes live.
He's, and you have just the six of you and one dog are crowded in the back of the carriage as it's kind of rattling across some pretty rough roads in the wilderness, quite a ways travel from Varkenbluff, as you have reached the point where you know it is time to place a golden key into a magic box and hear your mission briefing. The voice in the box speaks to you as such. Greetings, operatives. The city of Galasine is under a terrible curse, and the Golden Vault has learned that an evil spellcaster is behind it. We believe it is someone who was once an advisor to King Jaros, now using the king's heart to power a ritual that is devastating the city and killing its people. We believe that stopping the ritual will restore the city and its people, but it will require you to enter the city and retrieve the king's still beating heart. You'll gain further information from an operative named Navis, former guard captain for King Jaros on the outskirts of Galasine. Good luck. As your carriage rattles over the kind of country roads in the somewhat rural area, it kind of comes around a bend in the hills, and you see probably I don't know. Some of you have lived a life, a strange sight in the distance, which is surrounded by kind of blighted farmlands, is the image of a castle that is slowly being pulled upward, piece by piece, into a swirling kind of purple black hole vortex. I'm really going to have a hard time saying vortex. I keep trying to pluralize it. It's vortex. Being pulled up into a purple black hole vortex swirling in the sky. The carriage stops next to a sad, dreary looking farmhouse. You know that it's
Doesn't
time to
look
get
good.
out.
Says the driver.
Yeah.
Looks pretty bleak out there.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Tink flutters out of the carriage.
I'll follow her, but less fluttery, more
Yeah.
swirly with my cape.
She's hovering over the mud because obviously
It is very muddy here.
I step
This
in a
is-
puddle.
It's gonna smell like wet dog.
Yep.
I always smell like that. Sorry.
I know, Krong.
we're all used to it. It's fine.
Is there anything in particular that so we're still pretty far away from the
Yeah.
castle and the vortex, right?
Okay.
Yep. It's in the distance.
Have I ever for?
No, I don't think so. Or if you're asking me, you could decide, but I'm going to say no.
I mean, I saw some real creepy things in the woods,
Mhm.
but
You feel like most of the woods you saw though was like solidly like the woods was still the woods and not being pulled up into a vortex.
true.
Vortex.
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 You want to invent a different word for it?
I
Yeah,
kind of do, but
you
I think it's too late. I think it's too late.
All right.
Vortex. It's the vortex, vortices, plural that really like my brain wants to start saying vortices and then singularize it, and it's like that's not how that word works.
Well, let's pretend it is. It's a vortices. It's magic. It can do what it wants.
Yeah.
Now it sounds like it's Greek. So. Oh, did I mention there's two vortices? There's the big one and there's a little one next to it.
You can't quite see
Aw.
it yet.
Yeah,
Baby
it's like pulling like a shed up into the sky. The big one's pulling the castle, but there's a little one, trying its hardest on the shed
And the
nearby.
heart is in the shed, right? We're going to explore the whole castle.
That would be easier if it was not inside a big castle, because that castle looks pretty sprawling.
Okay, so we were supposed to meet somebody
You were
in the castle or in
In
on the
abandoned
the
farmhouse.
outskirts of Galasine is where you were told.
Like,
okay.
do we know? We don't like this whole thing is happening. We don't have to be like quiet or sneaky, do we?
You don't see anybody around, so
I
yeah.
poke my head into that farmhouse just to see.
Okay. Jay inside the farmhouse, seated at like a really sad looking wooden table that maybe is kind of slanty. There is a woman wearing armor. She's got red hair, and she looks like she is probably an elf, and she looks like she is waiting for you.
I'm a little taken by surprise because I didn't think there was anyone there, but I say, hello, I'm Jay.
Greetings. I know you've traveled far to be here. Please step inside.
I step inside and beckon my friends to follow.
I'll follow.
Yeah.
So will
Okay.
I.
Hanging out.
My name is
Adorable.
Navis. I understand that you were sent by an organization that may be my only hope.
Agreed. Maybe, hopefully, we can be your hope. I introduce all my friends because, and
Because you're polite like that. You
I'm
were,
Yeah.
polite.
you're raised. You're
Polite. I was raised rich. I like to pretend I
Not all rich
wasn't.
people are polite.
My
Name 20.
family was very
Not
firm on
not even in my
politeness.
fantasy world.
Right.
They are there can be dragons, but there are rich people that are terrible. I want to be clear.
Well, in my family, I'd get sent to bed without
Okay.
supper if I didn't have manners.
You can
okay.
you can have polite etiquette and still be a complete
Yes,
jerk.
it's true.
Yes.
A total
Yes.
monster.
Okay, I apologize for
I mean, I
misrepresenting
kill
the rich.
people, so
Finally,
I'm not
this podcast
polite.
is sticking up for rich people.
Etiquette is weaponized politeness.
Yeah. So this is Navis, and she says, well, thank you for coming. I'm sure what you are going to undertake is going to be dangerous. As you probably saw, my city, Galacine, is in trouble. It deteriorates with every passing second, and my king is part of it, or so I've been told by the scryers that work for your organization.
What is happening?
Galacine is being reduced to ash. Its people have been turned into kind of horrible shadows of themselves, and still patrol the castle and the grounds of the city. The king's heart is said to be the center of whatever dark ritual is happening here. But I don't know. I don't know why.
So, if the people have been turned into terrible things, do you think that their souls are reclaimable? Or if we need to defend ourselves, will we be harming innocents?
I think that sacrifices might have to be met, and you will do what you can to try and save a small kingdom, even if some are not salvageable.
That is not the answer I was hoping for.
I wish I had better news.
Do you know how they were turned into these monsters? Like, if we get too close or do something, will we be at risk of becoming monsters as well?
I suggest that you not spend a night in the castle.
Okay, so we got to be fast.
If theoretically we already were monsters, would that change anything?
I think as long as you have a soul, you're not truly a monster.
Oh boy.
I don't know if that
Let's not
answers
go down
the
that road
question.
again.
We don't have
But
time
that's
for
okay.
that. Never mind. I withdraw the question.
Navis, well-intentioned, but will not directly answer any question. Navis, what is love? Um,
How
I've
do we
served-
get in there, I guess?
I've served in the castle for many years. Though I was lowborn, King Jaros has been kind to me. I was a squire when he was a prince, and he knighted me when he took the crown. He's been a kind and warm and generous ruler, but I fear he may be no longer for this world. I did prepare, at the advice of your friends, a map of the castle grounds in the hope that it might help you.
Excellent.
And she puts on the table a kind of sad, tattered piece of paper labeled Castle Sinus, with floor plans of 2 floors of the map of the
One of
castle.
my favorite things about these adventures is when somebody gives us a hand-drawn map.
Yep.
Yes, love it.
So take a moment to study this map. You could feel free to say things that your character might say in reaction to this map, or comment to each other, or if you have questions for Navis. But
They've got one privy for the entire castle.
That seems unfortunate.
Sounds about right.
Look, that's the problem with adding a bathroom to a Dungeons and Dragons map
If
is that
there's
the existence
one.
well, the existence of one bathroom points out the lack of bathrooms on other maps, and
I see
that's it.
two
No,
for the
there's
Yeah,
two.
record. There are two.
Yep.
One downstairs, one upstairs.
Plus an art
it's a,
gallery.
Oh, there it is.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. See,
excellent.
Monty, are you satisfied now? One per floor.
Sure.
Okay.
um, Tink is always curious about the windows and possibly fireplace access points.
Mm. Um. Well. So the challenge is that Navis has provided you with um, a visual of the castle as she knew it in its, let's say, prior structural
Solid state.
incarnation. Yeah. Um, and so this is a map of what the castle looked like, and the map I believe does indicate, yeah, it indicates windows. Specifically, there's a bunch of windows on uh, some of the second floor buildings second floor of the building, less so on the first floor. You know, castles tend to not have as many first floor windows, but it's got some. Um, but even as you just look at the castle in the distance, Tink, and think about how you might fly into things as a tiny little fairy, you notice that like when a castle gets pulled up into the sky, it loses a lot of integrity, and so there are entire sections of the castle where like the wall and the room didn't exactly go up at the same rate, and
Access
so
to a ferry is
is
fairly unlimited.
heightened.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Excellent.
Yeah. At the same time, getting to some of those spaces might be more challenging if you don't have the ability of flight, which not all of you do. And as you look off into the distance and look back and forth at this map, you can't help but notice that some parts of the castle are clearly no longer physically connected to each other. In particular, you're looking at Navis's map, and on the first floor, there's labeled like a mage's tower that is kind of on the east side of the map, and that is clearly like floating off in the the swirl of magical energy going up into the vortex, and it's no longer connected by maybe like a nice little stone walkway to the library. So
Good.
um,
Those places are dangerous even when they're not being flung around
Y-
through a vortex.
Yeah.
I tried to do the best I could. She taps on the second floor. Here is where the king's private quarters were, and I think that the ritual might have been emanating from here, this room next to it, which she has already conveniently labeled as Heart of Jaros.
What made you think the ritual was emanating from there?
That was information between my map and the scryers working for the vault were able to figure that out.
I see.
Do you know, like, is there any pattern to the guarding around or inside of the castle, or is it just sort of they're not that smart in their
I've studied them,
form?
and they seem almost locked into some of their routines, possibly
Okay.
at the time that they were at the ritual progressed. So I have seen, though they look somewhat less alert than a true living creature, I've seen ashen versions of soldiers I trained myself marching in formation and keeping their routines, but with a certain mindless quality to it.
Monsters aside, is there anything we need to be aware of in the king's personal space? Traps or anything that he may have been aware of that we're not?
I can't think of anything quite like that. I am concerned about who could have two advisors to the king who perhaps have the most access to him. Um, Regine Laverne and Charmaine Daymore have more access to him than I did, and I fear that one of them may be responsible for this dark fate that the castle now experiences.
Do you know what it's doing? Or is
Um,
it just destruction from your perspective?
from my perspective, it is destructions, but I am concerned that it is doing something to the souls of the people of Galasine.
Well, this is awful. And and Levithia says this with more fervor than you usually see her doing anything. I think we need to stop this, and I think we need to stop it now.
Um, in conference with our friends, um, destroying the heart would interrupt the ritual. But if the souls of those who have been changed are to be saved, the ritual must be stopped by bringing the heart out of Galasine, out of the affected area. Um, I chose this farmhouse as a convenient meeting place just on the periphery of the kingdom.
Where
How
exactly
far
is the
out
border?
of the how far out does it have to go?
My understanding is if you go just steps from here, that will be enough. It's a small kingdom. One of the kingdoms you can see from one side to the other.
Yeah, but I'm
Aw.
picturing a dramatic ending where we're all, desperately
Yep.
trying to reach the finish line. So I want to set it up
Yep.
here.
Yeah.
The finish line is here.
All right then.
Cool.
What else can I tell you?
Given what you've seen, which direction should we approach from?
She sketches out further kind of a map of some of the kind of like curtain wall of the castle that is clearly uh, has taken some damage as it's being pulled up into the vortices, and indicates a place where there would be a decent sized gap in the wall that might be your best opportunity for sneaking in.
All right, let's go there.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I wish you well. I have many regrets, and one of them is that I cannot go with you. And she holds up her arm, and you can see that it's slowly turning into ash.
Aw.
Hopefully, I'll see you here before the day is done.
And then we can learn all about his many regrets.
We might have our own by then.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and so you head off toward the strange sight of a castle being pulled up into a vortice. Because some people choose to run away from that. People who are smart, people who work for other organizations, people who are not members of the Golden Vault. But you all see a castle being pulled into a vortice, and you're like, that's what I want. Um, Anything you would like to do or figure out as you head off in the direction of the castle wall?
Once we get close enough that we think we'll be encountering creatures slash people, whatever they are, I will cast Pass Without Trace so that we can be extra sneaky and hopefully avoid them long enough to get to the castle.
Okay.
I would like to use my hat of disguise to look like a decrepit old man.
Excellent.
Oh, and the hat now looks like a Gandalf hat.
Amazing.
I love the idea of a hat of disguise where the hat never changes and it's always like a purple sparkly
Yeah.
bowler or something like that. And then you're just stuck with it.
You don't want it to be like a more mundane hat. You want it to be an
It
eye-catching
needs-
hat.
Ooh,
I think
Yeah.
it makes,
Mhm.
that
a
makes
little,
it funnier.
a little like the propeller rainbow one.
Like a beanie with
Yeah.
Beanie. People just think it's your first day at Google.
Yeah.
In the late '90s. I don't know if they still do that. So,
We're gonna go with yes. I
Okay.
can find out, but I don't actually want to know the correct
that's
answer.
okay. I have given you access to a Google Doc that has the names of the assorted laundry list of proper nouns that the intro to the adventure has provided you with. All right. Heading onward, you kind of cross the kind of sad countryside that is the city, the kingdom of Galasine. The outskirts are clearly like the land is kind of blighted and sad, but most of the structures are relatively intact. But it's as you get closer to the castle that clearly all of the kind of magical energy is at work in terms of things being pulled up into the sky. It does seem significant as you cross the countryside. You see no signs of life. There are no farmers out in the field. There are no cows grazing. There are no horses doing whatever it is horses do. It is things
Horsing
seem kind of
around.
horse seem kind of dead and lifeless. Welcome back, Erica. Um, and as you approach the part of the curtain wall that Navis indicated to you, indeed, there is a pretty big size gap that has clearly been opened up recently by the powerful magical energies devastating the kingdom. And you see that there's basically a gap in the wall that you could probably fit like a wagon through, let alone adventurers such as yourself. But you also suspect that this area may not be devoid of guards and whatnot.
Okay, I will then before we go in, I will mutter a quick prayer to my god, and a veil of shadows and silence radiates from me, which is sort of garbing all of us so that we are masked from detection. We all have +10 to stealth checks for an hour as long as I keep concentrating on this. So, yep. And we cannot be tracked except by magical means.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm currently +23 on stealth.
Yeah, I was very excited to find out
Monty,
what Krong's was going to be.
do all of those things really stack, Monty?
Mine is like a
yes.
10.
Okay.
Sometimes we don't even know where Krong is.
Actually, yeah.
Does Krong always know
This
where
is
Krong
one of those
is?
times.
So I will say, as you approach, you can tell that there are definitely you see off in the distance, but from a safe distance where you see them, they don't see you. There is definitely a pair of kind of soldiers in heavy armor, but which is kind of like black ashen clumps of soot where their heads would be, clanking past the gap in the wall. So you could certainly, it sounds like, with your pretty powerful magic, just attempt to sneak past them. I don't know if you want to sneak up on them or just avoid them entirely.
I say to everybody very quietly, I don't like the idea of harming these people. If we could get in and out, I would prefer to do that.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we'll wait for
Well,
them to pass before we
you'll wait for them to pass and then roll a stealth check to try and sneak through the wall and avoid detection. All right, we're playing Dungeons and Dragons. We're gonna roll some dice. This is gonna be like a group skill check. I'm looking for 3 successes. I am gonna say that a success is gonna be challenging. A success is probably gonna be, let's say 16 and up. There's 5 of you. Each of you, please give me a stealth check. People have rolled numbers, but have not told us what they
Sorry.
are.
It's a
So,
41.
Some of them we can see.
41 from Krong. Strong start. Hey, Kathy, how'd you do?
I rolled a 7,
Is
but
that with the bonus
that is
that
not
Eric
with the
is-
bonus. So
What is the?
So we just
So
add a
17.
10? Okay.
Yep.
So 10 gets you to 17, so that's plenty.
Perfect.
Yeah. Giraffe.
I rolled a 15
Plus 10.
10, so
Okay.
25.
Cool. And Kat, how'd you do?
I roll 20s being annoying for me.
Okay.
You have to you have to go /roll.
You are also always welcome to
yeah,
use physical dice if you prefer to use physical dice.
Oh, then I
Oh.
will use physical dice.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, that's what I did. I got a 35.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
I got a measly 19.
Is that plus before the plus 10? Or
No,
after?
that's after.
Okay. You are all incredibly stealthy, aided by Levithia's powerful stealth-based magic. And so you're able to sneak through this big gap in the curtain wall and approach the castle proper. I'm just going to skip over this battle map entirely. That's good. It's you're on a, fighting would slow you down
And make us feel bad.
Yeah.
and make you feel
Mhm.
bad.
I mean,
Um,
maybe not everybody. I don't want to speak for
When
for all of us.
I
But
feel worse when Levithia is with me because she reminds me a little more I have a conscience.
is that also what it's like to be friends with Erica?
Yeah, she's way nicer than me.
Mm,
I
apologies.
I'm
I'm
not sure
just
that's true.
mm. I don't have the lighting set up correctly on the next map, but I'm working on it. All right.
That's fine.
The next map. So tell me, you've been presented with a floor plan of the castle. Um, do you have a sense of where you would like to approach from on the first floor um, of the castle grounds? Looking at the map, the let's see here. The kind of it is a castle, so it's a relatively it's not great as far as access points, which I think it goes with the castle. There is clearly a kind of main entrance with fancy double doors. The map from Davis also indicated a couple of windows, but what it did not indicate was if there was any other kind of traditional entrances into the castle. And as you're kind of looking at the main building of the castle in the distance, you can see there are clearly some. This is not. Don't worry about this being to scale or anything, but there are some Ashen soldiers standing flanking the front doors of the castle.
I'm curious about the windows on the west side of the
Mm-hmm.
dining room. Are
Yep.
they like barred windows? Are they large enough for people to get through? Are they large enough? Well, Kron can squeeze, so I guess I don't need to worry about that. But
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Kron can also climb for those windows up
Mm-hmm.
here on the second floor.
and Tank can fly.
that's that's two. Yeah.
So
There's missing internal doors on the map. Like the kitchen doesn't have any internal doors. There's no way from the entry into the dining room or
Davis's
the
map
hall.
is she is not a professional cartographer. It's clear.
Or architect.
Which
Or
means
architect.
I don't know how you're supposed to get to the room with the Heart of Jaros in it.
Mm-mm.
There could be a door from the king's bedroom, or you might have to go up to the
Mhm.
armory to the study. But in that case, we still don't know how to get into the armory.
I wanted to look at the windows,
Mhm.
and I can't tell if I'm saying that in character or as me, but both incorrect.
Well, it's breaking down, Erica. Um, let's see here. I just want to cross-check my description of. I imagine they're kind of stained glass windows, but
Oh,
they
man.
do look like they are set up so that they could be open, so that the dining room could have a lovely summer breeze when it's so suited the king. Um, but I think it's safe to say you're in a castle. They are probably locked from the inside, so it would require some impressive. So somebody would probably you'd need to climb up the side of the wall a little bit. I'm gonna say they're like 7 feet. Get there. It's a castle.
I think we should at least inspect them and give it a go.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
As we're going
Okay.
as we're going by to inspect them, the little ash monsters, warriors,
Mhm.
by the front door, do we hear them? I'm trying to gauge like an intellect level.
Yeah.
Like, do we hear them talking to each other, or do they just seem like animate statues?
Give me a quick perception check as you're studying your foe in the distance.
That is a 23.
You are studying them, and they are frozen in place, almost like statues. They are, they're the form of the humanoid they would have been in life, and so they are the kind of bulky soldier-looking fellows. But they just stand there. They are not breathing. They are not talking. They are not swaying in the breeze. If you had not just snuck past a squad of them as you came through the wall, you would almost think that they were not mobile based on how stationary these two seem to be frozen in place guarding the front door of the castle.
Okay. I relay that to everybody else. So
Yeah.
maybe there's a set distance.
Yeah. I think you get probably kind of construct vibes from them.
Okay.
That, they are, yeah. So, there's this discussion of trying to climb up the western side of the castle and potentially enter a dining room. Um, is that something you want to explore further?
Hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Sounds great.
Who will take the lead on that on Operation Dining Room Window?
Tink will, because she'll just fly up and work on
Look.
like check it out.
Okay. Tink, you effortlessly fly up to the dining room windows and look through. Uh, and you see it indeed looks into a dining room. The dining room looks, it's a castle. It's fancy. It looks nice. There is a big old table that is uh, it looks like it was kind of getting ready to serve a meal. There's goblets and plates and silverware, but no food on the table. There's a bunch of chairs organized around it. You can see a door in the north corner of the dining room that looks like it must connect to other parts of the castle. Um, the windows are securely locked and would require someone with the right kind of skills in order to open them from the outside.
Okay. I'm guessing at least one person has those skills.
Yeah. Alternatively, anybody with a stone could break a window.
Yeah. Valid.
But
But we want to
potentially
be as
noisier.
quiet as possible. Oh goodness.
I feel like Krong is the most likely.
I just realized I should have rolled my stealth check with disadvantage, so I just rolled again, and I was still fine. Just
Excellent.
Oh, good.
For the
Good.
rules lawyers among you, I know the listeners are out there.
Yes.
Including you.
So I'm gonna head back down, like layers of stuff sitting over the.
The castle is not. I mean, it's kind of like parts of it are a little frozen in time. But yeah.
Okay.
Exactly sure where Krong is again.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, just a second. My athlete feat means that climbing doesn't cost me extra movement.
Okay.
So can I just basically walk up the side?
Yeah,
of the...
I think at this level you can, and this is not a very high wall. You just scamper over and climb up the wall, and you're perched there, clinging to the wall, taking a look at the lock. The lock on the window is a relatively simple latch, but with the trick that the latch is in from the outside.
Can I investigate it for traps first?
Yeah, absolutely can.
What would I roll to do that?
Give me a perception check to check for traps.
Okay, just a second. I'm trying to. 20 plus 3. I rolled a 20.
All right. You study the frame of the window, the glass carefully. The stained glass is just kind of a nice geometric pattern. It doesn't seem to have any arcane or religious properties to it, and there are no physical or magical traps that you can detect on the window.
All right, I would now. It's just locked from the inside.
Yeah.
I've got Mage Hand.
Oh,
Oh,
even better.
yeah, I think so. You can see through the side. So perfect.
I do that.
Good use of magic.
And I open the window.
All right. The window is now open. It is a little elevated on this wall, and some of you are not crawling or flying. And I think I'm Erica. I'm concerned about the liability of a sled dog on a heist.
Yep.
We still have. Can we put it in the bag of holding? Then?
Surely
Like through the window.
Thank you.
you can boost a dog through a window.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Let's
The
see.
sled dog. It's not. The sled dogs have the stats of a wolf, but
Okay.
it's not as big as a wolf. He's
So
mostly fur. He's just fluffy.
I would like a real easy athletics check from anybody who is not have flight or climbing as some kind of magical ability. Just 10 or higher to get up over the into the window and into the dining room.
So do we get the plus 10 on the...
Oops.
I only got a 4.
That's with the
Oh
plus
my
6
goodness.
for the record.
I got an 11. Can I?
Cheers, friend. Rope and leave a rope down for Levithia and J-Raf.
We always know that we have really, really let the side down when Tony is recommending we use rope.
Yeah.
I didn't think that this window was going to be the where it all fell apart, landing on your face.
Tink flies down, grabs the rope, the
Yep.
end of the rope, and flies back up to tie it onto something.
Too big for the adventure, but that will not stop us one bit.
Yep. Good news. You have all, including a sled dog. It looks like there is only one exit from the dining room toward the north, which I think if you consult your map, you could think about where that heads. Stairs.
The heart of whatever.
We're on a timeline. We have to be
Yeah, we have to be
Yeah.
quick.
efficient.
I don't believe that there's no door to the kitchen right here.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
You want to study the kitchen, the wall that you know connects to a kitchen for secret passages, Kong?
Yeah.
All right, give me a perception check to check for secret passages.
Yeah, like one of those servant doors that just
Yeah.
looks like the wall on one side,
Yep.
so that the rich people don't have to think about the fact that there are servants.
Clearly, there must be a passageway leading from the dining room to the kitchen north of it. Sadly, you find nothing.
There's much, but maybe there's like gold pieces I can save. I would
Maybe.
buy
Give me a
things.
quick perception check
Save.
as you study. Save. You can rescue them.
That's so nice of you.
Adopting gold.
I only rolled a 7, so clearly
No.
You're looking around like, there's some goblets on the table that you could resell if you really needed to, but that seems like a lot of work to be carrying around stolen goblets from the very first room in the adventure.
Yeah.
Pace
Don't
yourself.
leave the really expensive goblets just sitting on the table.
It's
Those
true.
are-
We got to dig around for those.
Yep.
The good
They're
goblets.
gonna get sucked up in the vortex.
Nah, dude, you're fine.
Maybe someone should peek out the door and see what's in the next room.
Probably the super stealthy old
Or the
man
tiny
of
one.
ours. Or the tiny one, but either one.
It's not me.
Yeah.
I'm pretty stealthy too, but
Erica, is your magic stealth spell still in effect, or
Oh,
has
yeah.
that
I think it
expired?
depends on how long it took us to get here from the retaining wall. Like how big is this?
I think it's probably been 15 minutes since you,
Okay, then no, it's-
scouted the castle, climbed a wall, realized you needed a rope to get in.
Which means I rolled a 1.
Wow.
Oh no!
still going.
Oh, okay.
Then
Yeah,
24.
it lasts an hour. You said it was only 15 minutes. so-
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Excellent. That will be important. So, Krog, you head over to the door and look out into the hallway.
Yeah. Sure. I did.
Yeah.
Good.
You look out into the hallway and you see the hallway just kind of disappears as part of the castle has disappeared. And there are 3 ashen soldiers positioned at doors leading off into various rooms from this hallway. With your 14 on stealth, they do not notice you. There are many doors off this hallway where you're peeking out. I think you is a door that leads to an art gallery, a library, and then the front hall, but like in a fancy way, front hall of a castle. So there are, I don't know, what's that, like 6 doors and 3 guards, and you all currently cooped up in the dining room.
I stick my head back in here and I shut the door. I communicate this to everybody.
Did we use up all of our dust of disappearance? I used mine.
I've still got one nose left.
Okay. I can also use my tattoo to turn into an ashen.
And distract.
Where do we want to get? I know that there are stairs off the kitchen. I don't know if they connect to the kitchen or if they connect to just the hallway.
I think we want to go to the stairs that connect from the hallway up here because the armory looks like it's completely gone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll need the stairs just to get up to the 2nd floor, and then we'll just see like what's still around.
Yeah.
Also, I would not mind investigating this adventuring mementos room.
Mm. There's a lot of
Good.
places you could go. Sadly, there's a bunch of guards in this hallway. You
Mhm.
could fight guards, you could distract guards. It seems like this is going to be, given that most of the occupants of this castle have become kind of twisted, shadowy ash monster versions of themselves. Seems like this is less of one of those adventures where James Thompson lies to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Also, James Thompson's not here,
Yep.
so
So that's going to be really hard for James Thompson to
it's going to be a
to lie
little
to
harder.
everybody.
Hmm.
So probably looking at the map, the second door to the north with the guard in front of it might lead to the stairway, and the first
Hmm.
one might lead to the kitchen.
That seems like a fair assumption.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just got to get that one off in the to
Well,
the other end of the hallway, or
I
push
mean,
him into the abyss, the vortex.
Yeah.
Mm.
the problem is though is that I have a feeling that the other two guards would also see us
Yeah.
unless they were also distracted of some sort.
We don't have
Yeah.
any evidence so far that these guards can see anything.
And we
Yeah.
can always try to sneak until we have been noticed by
Mhm.
someone. Um
Right in front of the door. So
Mm. They are
yeah.
stationary.
Hall and adventuring mementos room to get to the study area.
but it looks
But
like
I don't
the
know. We don't know
this-
what connects to what. So
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
If
but if you look
anything
at the
connects to
floor
anything.
one, it looks like there's a door at the bottom of the stairs that into the hallway. I think, if I'm reading the map correctly. Not
well, we don't even know that the map is right. But
Right.
yes, I think you are reading what we have
Yeah.
correctly. Okay, so there is a door that goes to there's two doors to the left that Krong saw. So potentially one to the kitchen and one to a staircase.
Yeah.
I think that's a safe assumption.
Yeah.
So either, yeah.
Well, let's just go.
Yeah, which
Okay. Yeah, let's go to that door. Do we want to try some sort of distraction or just go for it?
I could look like one of them and go out and see what happens.
That
we
works.
could be ready to back you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remind
And,
us of how your magic tattoo works.
So that's how I keep it. But
Mhm.
I can make it disguise. It's basically disguise self.
Hmm. And you've seen these.
Yes, I have seen them, and I think I can do it once per day.
Okay. So you transform into an armor.
I step out.
You notice the other Ashen guards kind of like slightly react.
I'm going to. I feel like they would lumber and not like.
Yeah, they definitely
stride.
lumber.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I'm going to like lumber my
Clunk,
way over
clunk,
to
clunk.
this one and just sort of like push it like non-aggressively out of
Mm.
Now,
with
a-
like
Maybe Krong and potentially Levithia should sneak out into the hallway at the same time, just in case something goes wrong.
This
Oh,
the
okay.
door opened. So Jiraf, give me a strength check, or is that what you
15.
rolled?
Yeah.
You shove.
Oh, sorry, that was a strength save. It's going to
Yeah.
be less.
All right, you kind of try and shove the Ashen veteran,
It's much less.
and it just the kind of faceless Ashen monster just kind of shoulders you back and holds its position in front of the door.
Right.
What a weird interchange.
Yeah. I like lumber back towards my
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna lumber to this door and sort of look. Can I see inside? Look inside.
Yeah, and you're lumbering around as a big Ashen monster. You're not
Yeah.
trying to do anything sneaky. You want to look inside?
Yep.
All right. You peer inside, and it is indeed a kitchen with pots and pans and a cold, dead hearth in the corner. And as you are looking around, a kind of horrible ashen dog wanders out from behind one of the kitchen counters.
Uh-oh.
It kind of looks at you and then goes about its business.
I feel worse
I-
about killing these than I do about killing the people.
Yeah.
Uh, so, like, I sort of shut
Close
that
the door.
Mhm.
and lumber back towards my friends to report in.
Okay. You learned some things.
I
Not
did
easy
learn
to
things.
not easy to push around the soldiers when they're positioned in place. Kitchen full of, let's just call them what they are, hellhounds. And yeah, things have been
However,
learned.
my disguise seems to be
Intact.
effective.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Also, this area of the castle a little more crowded than perhaps you knew,
Mm-hmm.
such that were a battle to break out, it would be good to know about who's around, and you know more about that than you did moments ago.
True.
Yes.
Does this ashen monster get up include a hat?
I think they've got a helm. I
Okay.
imagine they've got a helm, and it's just kind of like black soot underneath the helm.
All right, so I could also disguise myself as one of them.
Mm-hmm.
For all the good that would do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could rub some soot on Boney, and I could. Probably not worth it.
It
Do you
wouldn't be very convincing.
Do you think they're intelligent enough that we could, be two of them dragging the rest of us as prisoners?
Or
Worth a
can
try.
I be friends
Or are we
with
so
them?
big we can hide behind them?
Listen, Tink wants to be friends with all the animals. She can talk to them.
It's true.
She could also shapeshift into an animal.
I think we should keep the hellhounds behind the closed doors.
They're probably smarter, right? I'm assuming they're smarter.
I hope they're not smart enough to open doors. That's all I'm saying.
Whoever left the hellhounds in the kitchen was not a very clear thinker.
Mm.
They are eating all the food for
Everything.
everybody.
They're
Yeah,
gonna
but
need a
if
food
people
coma
can't go
soon.
back to get them, then they have food and water.
Yeah.
That's true. So probably
They're
somebody
happy.
who cared left them there before everybody turned in.
I'm gonna wait on disguising my wears off.
Gotcha.
Then we have one
Mm-hmm.
person.
So it's good. Many of you have disguise-based options. Tink, you
Tink
do
is-
not, but you can shapeshift into animals.
Animals, correct.
Levithia, do you have? Oh, Levithia also. You brought a dog.
And a kit of disguise.
Anakin, you have a
I
kit
don't
of
think the
disguise.
disguise kit's going to be helpful.
Yeah, I think that would be, if you needed to look like another non-ashen monster person, that would be useful, but it's
Could-
hard when you need to look monstrance.
Could she wear armor of one?
If you had some armor, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so
And then
if
just
we take one out,
Ash
I
over
could
the
take
face.
its armor.
Yeah.
Mm.
But then
I
I
would
have to take off my own armor. But
Yeah.
Right.
I would be willing to say that if you had other stuff, you could combine that to make with a disguise kit to make a, potentially a plausible disguise as one of them. So yeah,
I have a question.
yeah.
This is more for the group than for Tony.
Oh, then I will shut up.
But should I climb out this window and climb up to the window on the second floor and just take a look in there and see what's up?
I think Tink should go with.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Okay. Let's see. Can you describe on the map I gave you where you want to climb up to?
It says window, and there's an arrow pointing from the word window to a little darkened spot next to the word hall.
Okay. So that's on the west side of the
Yeah.
Yes.
map. Okay. Just the way they've. Mm.
Is that part of the structure still there?
Yes. So flits out the window, and you're looking up. The structure of the castle. Like, look, good news. Like 80% of the castle is still here. That's a passing grade. B minus part of the castle is still here. There is a solid 20% that is floating off in other places that, someone with flight might need to be able to get to. And those parts are in kind of small pieces. You get the sense that maybe there's like 3 rooms of the castle that are like kind of slowly orbiting the castle proper as it gets pulled up into the vortex. But indeed, Krong, you can climb up the side of the castle. Tinkerbell, you can fly up the side of the castle, and there is a window on the west wall of the castle that you could easily peer in if you were so inclined.
Let's
Just
peer
check.
in.
Let's peer in. Is there any reason that I'm not just going to tell you what's inside that room? No, you get to see stuff. So the two of you
Part
head
of
up there.
adventuring.
Yeah, the two of you head up there. I think this is just even like a like a nice glass window with little panes. It is locked from the inside, and peeking in through it, you can see that there is a big hall that kind of connects a bunch of interior rooms of the castle, and you can see one Ashen soldier stationed at a door who doesn't seems to be mainly guarding a door and not looking at a window. And you can also see another one kind of patrolling back and forth in the hallway in the distance. So that's what you can see from that window.
Okay. Do we want to try the distraction thing here?
I mean,
Saves us getting through because we'll have to get through these ones regardless.
Yeah.
It just saves us getting through the ones downstairs.
sure. Yes, it's more fun. Let's do it.
All right.
Maybe I can climb up this wall.
I would suggest using a rope. You're much higher up now.
Yeah.
Please, we get it, Tony. You love rope.
Remember everything.
Big rope over here. Am I right?
Feel like at that point I might want to have my puppy wait outside and hide.
You're saying you're not
If we're
just
climbing
hang out
outside
in the
of a
dining
building,
room?
yeah,
Yeah.
not...
So you wrap him around the rope to drop him down, and then bring the rope back up so we can take it up.
I mean,
I'm gonna
it's,
say,
it's
the
only
dining
7
room
feet
also-
up. I feel
Oh,
The
like
okay,
dining room
okay.
also seems like a safe place to leave a dog.
Unless we don't come back to the dining room.
that's the thing. I was thinking outside would be better if there's like
Okay.
bushes or like what's the outside area outside? Is it like a nice garden outside of the dining room?
It was,
or-
except all of the plants have been turned into, desiccated sadness by the magical vortex.
Are there clumps of desiccated sadness that
There's
are thick
rocks.
enough to hide behind?
There's
rocks?
ornamental rocks.
Okay, good. All right.
Hmm. Some of them are dog-sized.
Okay, then I am going to rub some ash onto onto Boney because otherwise it's kind of like gray and whitish. So
I would just like to point out this is not a conspiracy by me to deny your dog going on this adventure. It's just
that's fine.
in retrospect, bringing your dog to a heist is,
Well, I mean, you never know what you're going to run into. Sometimes a
No.
dog could be
It's true.
helpful.
It's
Mhm.
true.
So it's best to scope it out first and then find out. And then stay is a pretty easy command.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's got that one down.
I will point out to Tinkerbell and Krong as you are climbing the wall. I think you know that there are also some windows on the south side of the castle, which is not too far from where you are, in case that's important
Okay.
information for
Well, yeah, Tink will just flutter over and look through that window too.
you. Let's see here.
Because information
I think
is not bad.
I'm gonna put you there on the map. That you peer in through there, and that seems to look into kind of an ornately furnished parlor. There's a bunch of like really plush looking chairs. There's a roaring fire in the hearth. There's some nice carpets, dining table. I imagine this is the kind of place that probably has some like dead animal heads up on the wall. And as you are looking at it, you see a face kind of form in the fire in the hearth, and the face is staring at you, Tinkerbell.
Ruh-roh.
And a weird, scratchy voice calls out, "Visitors! Visitors! Please! Help me. Why would a fire talk to anyone? Will our adventurers talk back to a fire? Will they someday fight ashen monsters that they've so far successfully avoided on this excellent stealth insertion into Castle Galasine? I don't know the answers to any of these things. We're going to find them out together next time on Total Party Kill, where you're going to talk to a fire or avoid talking to a fire. The choice is in your hands, Kat.
So many
Gamble.
options.
There's probably a third option, but I can't think of what it is right now. Yeah.
I'll work on that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe just run away.
Listeners / bootleg, we will be back to continue this particular adventure in, I think, 2 weeks on Tuesday, May 5th, if I have my calendar correctly. But yeah, I think I timed that correctly to where we wanted to stop.
Yep. I think
Yeah,
that's
okay.
perfect.
Good.
All right.
Thank you for listening. I'll see you again soon.
All right.